All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some prime time action. Today, we've got RK versus XI, two monsters of D1. They're playing in playoff semifinals against each other. Whoever wins this will be going on to finals, best of three. I mean, let's just get straight into it. I have with me Sammy, brand new
Hello.
caster. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Gyrodos. I'm sure it will be a great match. These teams are made for each other. I think it will be a pretty close match.
Yeah, and we have essentially what is Team USA and Team Spain. Those are the two giants in this division, in terms of those countries. If we could take a look at the lineups, we see for RK, we have Danny Pro, Drac, Angel, Goody, Roberto, and Sebos. This is a typical lineup you'll see out of RK. Definitely their best six. And on the side of XI, we've got a very, very interesting lineup. Avalon, Isaiah, NATO, Roble, Strike, and Vantox. This is definitely one of their strongest lineups. I haven't seen Avalon play very much in MKU lately, so it's good to see him back. Of course, him being in the Japanese scene, very well known there. But now he's going to participate for XI and our two POVs, Strike and Vantox today. Sammy, what do you think of these guys?
When I look at those lineups, I just see so much talent, and I think it's going to be a great match. I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to it.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't agree more. And we see Isaiah, I think, hasn't played too much in general. Roble, these sorts of players, they've been playing MKU, but outside of that, they're not playing like a bunch of lounge matches or anything like
Lounge,
that.
yeah.
They're just kind of chilling out and doing their thing. So let's hope they're not too rusty. I believe, and this is my opinion, I think it's going to be a very, very close match. I would be very, very surprised if this doesn't go to a third match. But RK have been showing that they are,
Very strong.
very strong, and putting the pedal to the metal all the time.
Yeah.
What do you think will happen in this match?
What I think is, I see like the lineups are pretty similar, but what I think is that RK will get on top. I think RK will win. That's my prediction.
Okay.
Because I think there's like much more chemistry in the lineups of RK than from XI. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what's gonna do the trick for them. And yeah.
I think on paper, if you look at both these teams, it looks like XI has the edge over RK. And personally, I think XI will pull off the upset. But I do think the general consensus is that RK have plenty of chemistry. They play a lot together. They play, either through this team or through Team Spain or through other measures. They're always on the grind nowadays, and they are definitely in it to win it, like the entire div at least.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder how many people are in the room right now, because okay, Vantox is not even in the room, and
Searching,
he's
loading.
has a POV for us. So we're only going to be seeing POVs from XI, but I have no doubt we'll be seeing clips all over Twitter of RK doing the business. It'll be very fun to see. I think if I had to guess exactly what types of what types of gameplay we're going to see in terms of like how it plays out, I think we're not going to see too many people be shock bagging all the time, but I think we're going to see big enough breakaways from these tip top runners that people are just naturally going to pull shock, and it's going to be, I think, a very back and forth match. If I had to guess, I don't think it's going to be some inch by inch, trying to gather some momentum. But I think it's going to be more of, one huge race after another, but in the opposite directions sometimes. And sometimes, they get two big races in a row. But, these guys are our top players. They know what they're doing. So, maybe they'll prove me wrong, and we'll just have to see.
Exactly.
Okay. So in the other side of D1 is BRE and who exactly? Not too sure.
Let me check.
BRE went 10-0, I believe. So, they might just win their playoff match. Maybe
It's High Definition against BRE.
okay.
The other
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, those were definitely the top 4 teams going into the beginning of the season, I'd say. These 4 right here. And,
Yeah.
I think High Definition will put up a good fight in their match as well, but BRE are absolute monsters, so
Yeah. They're gonna. I think they're the favorites, of course, to win the division because they won it last time. But we'll see. Maybe HD can upset against BRE, and something surprising will come out.
yeah, once you get to high enough level, it's kind of a toss up as to whether or not, people will get the luck they need, or, if they can get the shocks, or if, some certain lag happens to where, they end up grading someone on the other team instead of their own team. All these things, just one slight difference between different multiverses or whatever you want to say is the difference between dominating the front or them dominating the front. So at some points, it's just you have to realize that it comes down to RNG. This game is meant to be a party game after all, but we have turned it into competitive because we were just crazy. But anyways, we see the room up. I mean, we only have 10, it looks like, so we're gonna be waiting a little bit longer. In the meantime, I'm gonna check what the Twitch chat is saying about the predictions. Who exactly do they think is gonna win? Let me check real quick. It looks like I cannot see the prediction. I don't know if they have the prediction up, right? I'm not like oh yeah, okay.
Shouldn't you?
87% XI. Interesting.
Mm.
Okay, I would have thought it would have been a whole lot more on RK. Maybe they saw the lineups and they thought, "Oh yeah, this lineup is crazy busted," and they all shifted. But I thought it was gonna be a lot further to RK. But I guess it makes some sense. They
Yeah, I mean, I thought it would be like
talent.
around 50-50, but I guess more people believe in XI than in RK.
I guess so. Well, we'll just have to see if those bets will pay off. I don't. Do you know exactly what tracks these guys pick? I legit have no idea for either side.
I think RK is gonna be on the inward tracks.
Oh yeah, you're right. I do know that Danny Pro loves picking
Danny Pro.
PPS for first. I have heard he is the PPS king, so we will definitely be seeing that track pick at least in this match. I don't know if it'll actually get picked by the game, but
For XI, I have no idea if they have a certain track they like or.
I think they pick pretty standard tracks in general. I can't think of one off the top of my head that is abnormal. I know they when we played them in the stick, they picked a lot of DLC, mainly because I'm guessing they were trying to practice, since they don't scrim too often. But yeah, I mean, it seems like they're willing to try anything. So if there's a track in the DLC that that just hits the right spot for them, they're definitely going to be using it. If I had to guess what track that is, it's probably Shroom Ridge. And why is there a Valor Me in this room? that's not just me, right? That's definitely a Valor Me.
Yeah, okay. It is.
Oh, they're trying to confuse us out here. Why would they do that? What the heck?
There is 11 in the room. We're waiting for one more.
Don't tell me it's Strike. Please don't tell me it's Strike. I don't think it's Strike, right?
I don't know any of these me's.
I know Roberto is the one next to Danny Pro on the very far left. Okay, we do have 12 in room. Is that
That's good.
Avalon? No, that's definitely not Avalon. Avalon's the purple one, I think. But yeah, we're gonna
I
get
only know
started.
the Vantox one, the red one.
Yeah, Vantox. I think Isaiah I recognize. But yeah, we're gonna get started very shortly. Avalon giving us the good luck.
Goody, let's go. I don't know who's the host. They need to start.
The host is eating some dinner right now. Oh, there we go. Oh, it was NATO who was hosting. Okay, nice. We're all here. We're ready to go. We're ready to get the action going.
And like you say, XI goes for DLC instantly.
Okay. We'd love to see that. The fans are loving it.
Yeah. And then there's Electrodome coming out from RK.
I don't like specifically remember because we've played RK a couple times, but I remember playing this track now that they've picked it, but I didn't remember it before. So, they've jogged my memory, I guess.
Maybe they want to try something new.
Maybe. I think this is a pretty standard pick for them. Oh, are we getting Excite Bike?
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
We
didn't want to see the 400th time Excite Bike has been played on the stream. We get Paris.
Paris promenades. I think this will be good for the invert in second. Can maybe bump the Wiggler out and get a run from there.
I find this track to be very weird when it comes to front spots because sometimes you'll just keep them and be like top 5 after the first couple turns, but then other times everyone else will just draft off of you and then you'll be suddenly in the back.
Yeah.
And NATO does get hit out.
Yeah, we see RK top 2 for now. Vantox zooming up.
RK still top 2. Coin in third. Very unlucky.
Vantox getting redded.
Not the start you wanted.
No, I think RK will be top 3 actually. Though I cannot really see because there's only Waluigi's.
Oh, and Isaiah gets hit out with the fire. Takes out an RK member. I mean, right now, what Vantox is just doing, he's collecting his coins, try to get it up as soon as possible so he can try and catch up to this front pack. Because right now, they're all on basically max coins. He's not going to pull any, like, insane broken items, but he's just trying to make sure that he still has his presence up there so that if RK do end up dying, he's up there to take care of business.
Could this be an RK top 5?
Maybe. I did see someone slow down with a red. Okay.
Yeah, that was Avalon.
Okay, 4, 5, 6 now for XI. They're
coming up, but I assume that RK is now top 3 then.
Yeah, I think so, especially with Avalon launching that.
Trying to hit out, yeah.
Top 3 it looks like for RK.
A lot behind from XI, so.
Okay, Triple Shroom's gonna get him probably a 2nd or 3rd place here. But
Danny Pro backing.
Oh, he did pull a Shroom, so he's not gonna get that. We did see top 3 for RK.
Top 3 for RK. It's a good start from them. And top 3, 7, 10, 11 for RK. It's a good start from them.
Yeah, and I think that Paris pick wasn't the best idea, especially with the inward in second. It was possible that they just didn't know and thought they had a majority of top spots. But yeah, it's just very much like a scramble track until the end of section or lap 1, I guess. Then you'll figure out what happens. But XI definitely not out of it. It's obviously just one race, and
exactly, they're going for Excite Bike.
They also looked pretty good. It wasn't like they were just getting completely dominated during that race.
No,
It's bound to be a good match.
So yeah, RK coming up with RWS.
Pretty standard runner.
Yeah.
Okay, we do it at Excite Bike.
Excite Bike.
The fans are not happy, but it is what it is. Both teams are picking it. It's going to happen eventually. Or I guess it was just XI was picking it earlier, but either way, it does get chosen.
See if Vantox can do something to the top 3 here.
So what do you personally do on this track?
I actually back this track a lot. Okay. I don't like running it because I just feel like dying at the end a lot.
even in wars, you don't.
Even in wars, I just bag this.
Makes sense. I see a lot of people doing that as well.
Yeah.
We do see almost everyone run, however, and top 2-4 for RK. No shrooms for Vantox for now. Ghost does steal his protection, so he's gonna have to make something happen here in the front if he wants.
A rang.
This is really good for him. He is barely not reaching.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the green connecting. That's unfortunate. Backing up a bit. I'm getting fired. And now Vantox is in the back. There's a blue coming.
Yeah, now again, he's just got to collect his coins. And then
it's extremely difficult on this track.
He has a dodge. So I think there was a lot of his team back there, especially with the amount of RK we saw in the front.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised. Okay. Oh, he goes for the wrong box.
You see his mate getting triple reds, who could be dangerous for RK.
And the triple green's coming up. Oh, takes out NATO there with the Nana. That's very, very good for him. Protecting his teammates, doing a very good job. And it does look like there's no shock in play because it probably would have been used by now.
Yeah, no, the last one is using a bill. He doesn't have it.
Yeah, RK are just running away with this, it looks like, on this track.
Vantox shrooming, fire, but all his teammates are in front, and he gets side greens.
Getting spammed a line. Daddy Brother doesn't get hit. Completely.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Top 4.
RK top 4, yeah. Wow.
That looks like a bit more of a domination race from RK. And, I mean, you talked about how you just like to bag this track, and it seemed like RK took that strategy as well, but it seemed that with the spam that RK are willing to bring to XI, it was just almost unbearable for them to play against, and it ended up bringing them further and further back and giving RK a bigger and bigger breakaway. And at that point, you could just like keep cycling shrooms essentially to take cuts. And even though not everyone's going to take cut, it's going to be, you know, maybe 1 or 2 people each time. So yeah, that's how RK really kept that huge lead that they had, and XI were just unable to pull the shock.
And now let's see if RK can keep this momentum going. It's Rainbow, okay. I don't really know what you do on this track. I know it's a good track for bottom spots.
So, but essentially, how this track works is, since the front has less coins, you have more coins in the back. You see Vantox with 5 straight away since he's in last. In first place, you get 0 coins. So the further and further you go back, the more coins you get in this game when in your starting position. So on Trainbow, there's so many straightaways and so much time for you to use those coins to your advantage to catch up to your opponents. And with the amount of drafts you'll pull, basically it's like a runner for the back.
Yeah.
So like the more back spots, the better on this track, because the more coins you have, since there's so little on this track as well, that's one of the big reasons why you want it for bottoms, is because there's such little coins to collect, and the people in the back already have that extra coin boost. With all those things in mind, it makes this like a backwards runner. But
yeah, I see.
As we can see, RK's a lot back here, which looks like it's working out for them in terms of this track pick. Triple Greens
And
takes out Roberto.
The
Avoids the
bomb not
bomb.
connecting. And then RK member getting pushed off. I think this is a top 2-4 for XI. Oh no, Robo getting hit out.
Maybe a top 2 for RK. It looked like that bomb was going to go for Robo. Does get the snipe on Danny Pro.
Snipe on Danny Pro.
Very huge for them. And, okay, so
okay,
RK is like for sure for...
RK is first, yeah.
But 2, 3, 4. Okay, that... Oh, I'm guessing Isaiah passed him on the line.
I think so, yeah.
2, 3, 4.
6, 8 last.
Yeah, that's a slightly winning race, I believe. So it's a good momentum stopper. I mean, the track works wonders. Basically, that was a lot of the heavy lifting by the track there. And as you saw, when Vantox got that snipe on Danny Pro, it brought it from a top 2 from RK, which probably would have made it a losing race, into a winning race for XI. So very clutch on his part.
Yeah. So let's see what kind of draft are they gonna pull out. Classic Dolphin Shoals.
You're getting a lot of the classic tracks.
Yeah.
From XI. And we're getting some more DLC too. We love to see it. In the chat, what is your favorite track coming out in the next wave? Wave 2 just got announced a couple days ago. I know I'm excited to play it. I know you guys are excited to play it. So tell me in the stream chat, what is your favorite track coming out of Wave 2? Did you see Dolphin Shoals get chosen?
And let's see if they can hit out Guti out of first. That's a red. Drafting.
Oh,
gets lag trailed. Oh, that's unlucky.
Yeah, I think if you're Vantox in this situation, you need to go for the aggressive trail, because this lag sometimes is a little bit unfair, at least from your point of view.
Oh, that was Strike. This is Vantox.
Okay, this is Vantox. I knew that. Anyways, 2-4. Nice motion glider, getting him into top 2.
SI trailing Danny Pro out. Top 2 for XI.
Yeah, we're just gonna see this is Vantox. Okay, and yeah. Vantox going for point. Shielding
protecting
out,
his mates. Yeah.
Yeah, making sure that they can't pass, giving Isaiah an even bigger breakaway. Blue is coming out though.
Let's see what Isaiah is gonna do. Just gonna take it, I believe.
Yep.
Nope.
But double reds in first is exactly the kind of double protection you want. Okay, yeah,
he gets sniped out by Drac. Yeah.
That's very good on Drac's part, and now
and gets horned.
Yeah, comboed into a bottom spot. Okay, strike.
At least Strike into first.
Okay, it looks like he took out Drac right after Drac took out his teammate, so...
Yeah.
Bomb in first, surely gonna keep this, just to see if anyone gets close to him. If there's a blue...
And it's a shock coming out? I think that's an RK shock. We see people coming out.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Plenty of RK coming up. Danny Pro's red gets ghosted, but top 3 coming up for...
No.
One of them gets
Drac
redded.
Gets redded. Gonna do the glider cuts.
Maybe it'll gain a spot. Oh, not quite.
Oh no, line.
Gets lag redded.
But I think Vantox maybe got second. Oh no, he didn't.
Oh no. I think both of them got... I think the red split for them, and it ended up taking out both of them and got the top 3 for RK. That's very, very unfortunate. What could have been a 2-3 or at least 3-4 turned into a top 3 for RK.
Yeah. That's really rough.
Yeah, that's got to be tough on the mind for XI. After being in the front the entire race, getting shocked, and then suddenly able to get it all back just to get split redded on the line is not something I want to see.
And RK are extending their lead now. They're up 56. They're getting good momentum. They have good momentum now.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, it's a lot of big races, but it's only been on the side of RK so far. The only races that XI have won have been small, so it's gonna be a lot of work for XI to come back from this, but they are 100% capable.
Yeah, they're not out yet. They're picking Moo. I think this was an XI pick.
Yes. It's definitely one of those tracks where basically all comes down to this first set as to whether or not people pull shrooms or triple items.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see a lot of people go, oh wow, people went tight. What are you proving me wrong?
We see Angle getting hit out instantly. We see Strike probably gonna shoot up with his teammates.
Top 2 for XI.
Top 3, I think. Nope, Danny Pro is here.
Oh, he gets
Reddit. Oh no.
You cannot make up the things that are happening to XI right now. It's just incredible the sort of luck they're going through, but you have to push through it if you're XI, because you're gonna have another match of this and maybe even a third one if you win the next one. So my guess is the top 4, maybe even for RK. Maybe not nearly as bad as that, but okay.
Avalon trading his teammate out.
Triple Red's coming out.
Triple Reds.
A little bit too far for Avalon to drop out. Well, goes through the bomb.
Has fire. Maybe he can do something.
He might tell his teammate to go wide here since he's a little bit closer now. Does still have fire, but the shock.
It
Looks like another RK shock, dodging 2 of their members up there.
I think they're top 5 at the moment. They could be top 5. Oh no, Brubble is up there.
Brubble's up here, okay. And Mona. Okay. So, wasn't nearly looking as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
3-4 for XI. Maybe they can turn this into something. Teammates in 5th. Maybe. Oh, the backs! Not quite.
No, not connecting.
Okay, I would have liked to see Vantox try and back. Oh, well, this looked like his teammates took care of the rest. So we were wrong about the top spots, which is why RK ended up pulling the shock because they were the ones in the bottom. But XI once again dominating the front and then getting shocked and them getting a losing race out of it. But this time not nearly as bad as the previous. Only actually not even a losing race.
It was a tie. Yeah.
More DLC.
Very unfortunate side red there.
Yeah. That side red at the beginning, even though it took out Danny Pro, it would have been a top 2 for XI, which I guess it probably turned back into a top 2 anyways. But I thought with the amount of slowing down that Roberto was doing, that it was just lots of tops for RK, but he was just trying to avoid getting hit and hitting out XI at the same time. Looks like we might get Ninja. Yep. Okay. I've seen people pick this for a variety of spots. I know I like to pick it for front running just because you get so much coins at the start. You get basically you get 5 plus the potential one you could pull at the set, so that's 7, and then another one you could potentially pull from the second set. So you're almost already up to max coins by the time you get past second set. So that's why I really like running it. But as you can see, XI picked it for the sort of mid spots to try and get that front presence early.
Oh, Vantox getting bumped. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, and we see a lot of RK in the top here. It looks like at least maybe a 3-4-5 for them. Goody's up here. Okay, I don't know why Strike was trying to attack Avalon there. I think he thought that was one of RK, since Avalon probably didn't say too much about that, but yeah, that just looks
definitely interesting to see.
And I think a lot of XI are up here now. 3-4-5 at least. 2-3-4 now.
I think RK is in first. Then just XI behind it with 2-3-4.
Okay, throwing off that red. Okay, RK went wide there, it looks like. So now XI's top 2. I think that's okay. That's DG in second or third now.
Trying
to get the back off.
Doesn't connect.
Okay, letting DG into second. But he does have a red, so he's able to chain this shroom here. And then, okay, he's gonna throw the red. He has a bomb now. It's gonna be very hard to take out DG here with this bomb. And DG might be able. Oh, that's a nice boomerang!
Nice team play.
Great team play.
The top 3 for XI.
Oh, nice try though on the bomb.
Yeah.
Top 5. And as long as there's no shock, like there has been every race for RK, it looks like
XI might
they're gonna get top 2. 3, 4, 5 though, or 4, 5, 6 for RK.
Spamming greens, hitting up the best.
Got Sebas. Top 2, 4. It looks like
top 2, 4. Yeah.
Great race from XO. Not nearly as good, but still a +8, I believe, on that race. So definitely the start of something for XI.
Yeah, they have to build on this and just keep pushing now.
And I think if you're XI there, you got to realize, all right, so you know we made some miraculous team plays there with that boomerang. We got to start doing more things like that, more things that they don't expect to try and get them out of tops, because DG was kind of sitting comfortable with that red in second because the bomb was not really a good item to have there, but that team play really just did wonders for XI during that race.
Yeah, definitely. To see Coconut Mall getting picked.
Yeah, I mean, another DLC track. Very nice to see. And this is another one of those tracks where all comes down to the first set in terms of the initial front presence, because if you pull a shroom here, you will be completely gone. Okay, Strike going for the Kusan slide. Very cool.
See Danny Pro swimming up. We see Avalon up here as well.
Yeah, so top 3 for XI.
Yeah.
XI dominating up
top
front
4,
so far.
Actually.
Oh, but Isaiah gets hit out by the triple greens.
And now
Strike gets redded.
Strike gets redded.
So now, if you're XI, you're kind of concerned about the situation up in the front, because even though it was a top 4, now it's only a top 2. They're gonna be, be pulling shrooms potentially in those 3, 4, 5 spots, and the blue's
Blue
out
coming
now.
out.
So we see XI going for shock as well. Vantox not able to pull it just yet.
And of course, people taking the OP bill extension.
Of course. And, okay, looks like bottom 3 for XI maybe? Or that might be Arcane last. A lot of bottoms nonetheless. Okay, Vantox does pull the shock.
Vantox putting shock.
And he dodges with
dodges.
it! Okay, I'm guessing...
I think it's an XA shock. XI shock.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it was an RK shock that they just spammed, but this is looking like a great situation for Vantox. He's going to maybe want to use this soon to get rid of the triple reds in front of him. Oh, man.
Ooh, get started. And he uses the shock to dodge two of his
strike.
mates.
Yep, and dodges the guy in Bill, which is probably... Ooh, he had to use a star.
Okay.
Gets Good, he gets DG, and maybe
This
a top
could be
4?
Top 3?
It's going to go for the motion glider. Does it
looking very good for XI.
pretty okay. Okay. Looks like a 2-3-5 at least. Maybe a top 3-5. It all depends on who's got first here. Okay, RK did get first. 2-3-5-7, 10-12. I'm not sure if XI pulled 2 shocks there or if it was an RK initial shock. Very interesting race. I would have liked to see Vantox use that shock earlier just to get rid of the triple reds that ended up probably hitting, at least one of his teammates. So that was the only thing that I could see that XI could have done better there, but obviously there's so many moving things going on, it's hard to know just from one POV.
Yeah.
And just a slightly losing race, I believe, for XI, -2 maybe?
Yeah, -2.
And I mean, this is, you just need 10 points every race. That's just, 2 big races, and the rest you can just grind out. So it's by all means doable for XI. And even though they haven't gotten one of those big races yet, I think they're bound to get one.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, whether or not it's in this match is a different story.
It's gonna pick ice. Oh no, it's water park.
Water park, okay. Pretty bad because Danny Pro's obviously a very experienced runner. Okay, he wasn't in first. Yeah, that was Sebas, I believe, but it's still a great inward track nonetheless. And even though it's not technically a inward world record anymore, it's still way better than just a regular outward track.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we do see a lot of mid spots for XI, and a lot of the bottoms for RK.
Yeah, it looks like now pretty mixed.
Okay, does pull a ghost. That's a pretty nice pull. He might be able to steal his fire potentially. No, his teammate takes him out. No need for that. Top 2 for RK right now, but 3, 4, 5 for XI. Might try to do something.
There's a blue coming. I think there's ghost. Did he steal his horn? He did.
Nice!
Oh, nice.
And he horns out the guy in second. Top 3 now
top 3 for XI. Oh,
what
wow.
a play by Vantox. Absolutely incredible stuff. I mean, now XI are dominating the front once again. They just have to hope that RK don't pull a shock. And it doesn't look like they're going for it because those bottom spots are really, really close. They'd have to be bagging for it at the set. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's any shock in play. So XI just need to hope that they don't get spammed out here. And they are definitely in the driver's seat to get a great race.
Yeah, this was the race they needed.
Strike in second. Race not over just yet, but it's looking really good. Going wide to avoid the potential target shock. Don't think it'll happen. Top 3 it looks like. Maybe even top 4. And wow.
Let's see.
What an incredible play by Vantox. Just waiting to use that coast for a super duper long time. Saw the blue coming. Saw that they had the horn in first. Stole the horn. Horned the guy in second. Boom. Top 3-5.
Yeah, wow, that was a good play from Vantox. And now it's a plus 18 for XI. The race they needed.
Yeah, now suddenly you don't even have to get huge races anymore. It's just you can get those plus 8s, those plus 10s, and then maybe, one decently sized race just like the one that they got, or even bigger, and suddenly they're in the lead. So
yeah.
XI are looking to come back for sure. And they do get their track pick as well. This could be huge for them. If they just need these first 2 turns to go their way, and suddenly they'll be the top spots once again. And the stuff that RK were doing to them in the beginning races are the things that now they're doing to RK. It's just they have to make sure that they don't get shocked at the end of the race.
Yeah. Vantox going for coins.
Yeah, nothing wrong with this start so far from Vantox. Going to start running away with it. Gonna leave double for his teammate. Yeah, and now you're starting to think, okay, how do we take advantage of our top spots right now? Do we need to try and slow down and take out the people who are in the mid spots? Or do we need to counter bag? Or do we just need to run for our lives and just, hope that they don't pull it? And
I think RK is heavily going for shock. I think that guy in last is RK, because I think XI are now top 3.
Yeah, I believe they're also bottom 2. I think they're getting desperate for it at this point. Top 4, it looks like, for
top
XI.
4.
Maybe even top 5.
Blue
is out. No horn, it looks like, for XI. Maybe Vantox got one in first, but it doesn't look like it. Still, tremendous amount of front presence for them.
Yes.
top 4, 6 so far. The top 6 have broken away from those bottom spots. And if you're XI, yep, you have to wonder where's the shock. And here it comes.
There's a lot of RK coming.
Okay, not nearly as bad as I thought it would be for them. XI still dominating these mid spots. Oh no, the fire. This could be very, very bad.
Yeah, that's
oh, that's his teammate. Okay.
So I think RK is in top 2 now.
It might be top 3 even. Okay, a bomb. This could be huge. He's gonna launch this up here, maybe. Okay, not quite. Okay, let's Avalon do the work for him. Throws off. Oh no! Oh no! That's so unlucky. He meant to throw it off the track, and it ended up hitting his teammate. Oh no!
So 3-4 for XI.
Yeah, that's just not what you wanted there. You were looking so good there with the triple greens. Yeah, I mean, it just happens sometimes. You're not really thinking of exactly where to put the bomb. You're just thinking, oh, I need to throw it off the track. And, you know, Strike ended up making that mistake, and it cost him dearly. So
yeah, especially on the anti-gravity, it's weird where bombs are gonna land.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big setback for XI. Now they have to take that and just move on. They have 52 points to make up in 3 races. Still doable, but they really, really need a good race. It's even possible that he meant to back it and he just, you know, misclicked. That is maybe possible. We do see a lot of DLC coming out today, so that's very nice. We don't get it this time, but we've had a treat in this match.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think they can bring this to game 3 if they keep their mentality straightforward. They got to say to themselves, okay, we've made some mistakes. They've pulled a lot of shocks. We just got to say to ourselves, okay, we need to just calm ourselves down, and if we don't get a comeback this war, it's completely fine. We'll just do a next match.
Ooh, Strike getting drilled out instantly.
We see bottom 2 already for XI, but we have no idea what's going on in those front spots because it's basically. Oh, here we have a Vantox POV, but
looks like RK top 4.
Okay, maybe, but I think at least one of XI is up there. We see Robo up in 5th now.
Hating on Danny Pro on the cut.
Okay, Danny Pro is taken out. Takes out Sebos. Okay, not bad. Only top 2 now for RK at best for them. And Vantox is gonna have to do some work with his boomerang. Maybe you want to take out someone behind him.
Yeah, I don't think he can reach Roberto.
Yeah, not right now. But if he uses those first 2 to use the last one, it looks like that's what he's gonna.
Oh.
Okay, shock blue. Nice shock for XI. Red's out second. Pulls triple shrooms. Suddenly they're going to be top 2 here.
Yeah, they're going to be top 2.
And even though Vantox doesn't have protection, he knows that the people behind him do not have anything. So he's going to shroom up here, try and get protection for himself.
Get protection. Yes.
Does get it. So the only thing that can hit him out now is triple reds, and it didn't look like RK pulled that. So top 2 solidified for XI. As long as nothing goes horribly wrong, no mistakes are made. Okay, doesn't get the back on Roberto.
Doesn't look like it. There's a Bill coming up.
Okay, Roberto drops out for the red. Do you see Strike up in 4th? Okay, top 2 at least, maybe? Roberto does not take second. Okay. Maybe a top 2, 4. Top 2, 4, 7, 10, 11. Okay, that's a good race, but it's not a big race. And even though it's a plus 12, they still have a lot of work to do if they want to take this match. Down 40 right now, and they need at least 20 points each race. And it could be one top 6, which gets you 40 points, but of course it's very unlikely with these two heavyweights. So,
and then RK going Baby Park.
Yeah, it looks like what RK are trying to do here is say, okay, Baby Park is one of those tracks where literally chaos ensues all the time. You don't really know what's going on, and a lot of times you just get mixed races. So they're trying to keep the races to, like, you know, they're trying to minimize their loss, if any, on those tracks, but they don't get it.
Yeah, I understand the decision of RK.
That's really the only valid reason that you pick Baby Park, by the way. If you pick it any other time,
it's wrong.
Don't.
It's wrong.
Just don't. It's bad.
Only pick it if you don't want big races to happen.
Basically. Okay, we're going to see Vantox going for the sweaty strats, getting those 6 coins. Top 3 for XI so far, but a lot can happen in these next couple of seconds. Takes out Drac. Very nice. Top 3. Does not pull protection, but Shroom is okay in this spot.
I think he can Shroom and... Oh, Mona training someone out there?
I think he backed it because he saw his teammate was in 3rd, so he didn't want to trail him.
Yeah, it could be the case.
Looks like maybe even top 4 now for XI. At least a top 3 break, and my goodness, it's a huge break for them. And
they have to watch out though for maybe an RK shock. Yeah.
And if it comes, it's not going to come lap 2, I believe. If it does come, it's going to come right after this set for them. And it doesn't look like that's the case so far. So XI looking good. Of course, you know, the shot could change everything. If you dodge with triple reds, if you dodge with a triple Shroom star, you know, all those bad things could still come up. But it's looking good so far.
Looking like the blue is coming.
Yeah, Vantox does have a Shroom, but I don't think Isaiah's dropping out for it because it's just a little bit too far for them to drop out for. Oh no, it might... Okay, he goes wide for him.
Okay.
Okay, barely avoiding the blue. Still top 3 break for XI.
Yeah.
Again, we need to watch for the shock here. It's going to come after the set, if anything. Yep, here it goes.
There we go.
RK dodging in all the mid spots once again. And this could spell disaster for XI. If they don't pull any good items from those sets, it looks like it's just going to be game over at this point. It looks like Vantox is not going to keep first. Hits the plant to get...
and gets
doesn't cancel the blue. And yeah.
And gets...
looks like
Mario Kart.
Match 1 is over. RK taking the first game. XI, I mean... You have to feel very, very sad for XI because, my goodness, they were just dominating the front in those last, like, 8 races or so, and every single time RK got shocked when they needed it, except for maybe 1 or 2 races where it was just only slight wins for XI. And, I mean, obviously you could have done more with those big wins. You could have done more with the, you know, mistakes that they did made, but it's just heartbreaking when it seems like it's out of control. We see Vantox.
Looks like Vantox going interesting combo.
And XI going my favorite track. We love to see it.
It's my favorite track as well. I love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty awesome. It's just such an unpredictable track, you know?
Yeah.
You never know what's coming. But now that XI has officially lost the match, they don't really have to worry too much about what happens in this race. They just gotta, you know, get themselves that much needed pep talk, and, you know, get themselves on the right track for the next match. But do you see some DLC, which is something on the bright side, you know? And we get some non-meta representation, even better.
Let's see how Vantox can do on this combo.
This is gonna look very slow off the bat. I mean, look at that! When he drift, it just makes it so much slower. Looks so funny. It just looks so slow. It's actually fantastic. Okay, well. XI up here. Oh, wow.
Avalon getting trailed out.
Okay, one of RK also gets trailed. Trying to go for the speed trail on Sebos. Oh, he outslides him! Oh,
He did.
Wow.
That was a top 2 for XI.
Combo's working out for him. Yeah, maybe he should use this next match.
New meta.
Okay, well,
Doesn't go for Nisk.
new meta does not protect you from a blue shell.
He's in first though.
That is true. After his teammate took blue for him, you know? He went slow enough. I mean,
see if he can keep the...
Goody's just gonna catch up. Oh no, he didn't even get the midi turbo. Goody's just gonna catch up from just driving. Oh no. Okay, I thought that red would have hit him. Gets the SMT somehow on this combo. Incredible.
I think it's now 2-3 for RK. There's a blue coming in. Will it hit in time?
It might get him off the glider, but maybe not in time because it'll get him. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Vantox gets first. An interesting combo, to say the
best
least.
combo we've seen so far.
Yes.
1, 4, 5, 6. That's the kind of race they wanted last race, at least. That or more, but not to be for XI. They, you know what? You can call this their warm up. They got into the front so often. I think what the adjustment they need to make is if they keep on pulling shock like they did this match, if like in the first couple of races, you know, RK starts pulling some shocks, they need to send some people back there, or they need to send some people, you know, into the mid pack to try and take out as many RK as possible to prevent them from dodging up in those mid spots. But yeah, that's gonna do it for game 1. We're gonna be back here for game 2 and potential game 3 if XI do win it. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna take a little break, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
See you guys. And okay, hello, welcome back. We're back for match 2 now. Match 1 has been won by XI, and I'm still here with Gyrodos to provide commentary on the match. So so what did you think of game 1?
Well, I mean, it was just a lot of Exile was dominating the front, especially towards the end of that war, but RK dominated the shock department, and when you get so many shocks in this game, if you can coordinate it well, you will almost always win those races when you get them. So it was really RK's game to lose when they just pulled that many shocks. But since XI, it was kind of out of their control in terms of what they could have done in the front, but I think they could have done more to counteract the bagging or to take out the mid spots who had the dodges. That would have probably really helped them out in terms of their chances. But here we are, game 2. XI needs a win here if they want to stay in it. And yeah, we're gonna take a look at the match 2 lineups, see if anything's changed. Not sure if they do change anything, to be honest.
Doesn't look like anything's changed.
Nope, looks exactly the same.
Yeah. So from XI, we still have Avalon, Azaya, NATO, Robo, Strike, and Vantox, who are streaming. And for RK, we still have. Oh, we're going into the match.
Oh, they're starting? Oh, okay. Well, okay. It looks like RK got their track pick in RWS, if I had to guess, because they were hosting this match. They're now top 2. Vantox makes it himself into second.
See if he can hit out drag, maybe. No.
1-3-4 for RK. Might get double reddit. Oh, he cracks it on the little anti-grab section.
Yeah.
Very nice.
As a red.
And what he needs to do now is just survive, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Get smart bounce. That's unfortunate.
Just doing the most he could there, but it's just a matter of time when RK had so much top spots. We see
I think
lot...
RK now top 3.
Yeah, at least. And I think there's a lot of XI in the back there bagging for shock. Maybe one of RK counteracting their bagging.
There's a blue coming.
Is out. That might help them in terms of top spots. You see Strike in 4th with 4 shrooms. This could really help their chances in the front. Oh, 2 of RK get hit by the blue.
Gets
the horn
horned.
does take him out.
Looks like now a top 4 for RK.
Strike gonna say something about that. It looks like he might. Okay, he's gonna avoid the back. Very nice. Not able to pull anything. Oh, okay, nice.
Shock coming in. I think that's an XI shock.
Yep.
Could
have been an RK shock that they just didn't want to have XI pull. Because it didn't look like anyone dodged that.
I think one person dodged. Oh, stopping to fire.
Yeah. Good play. He lets himself survive for the cost of 2 of their members. Okay, gets a bomb.
Oh.
Doesn't trail out anyone? Hello? Well.
Oh, and then, yeah. It's like RK got a top 4. Top 4, 10, 11. Yeah.
Maybe one of XI got in those top 4 spots. Yeah.
Oh, Avalon. Yeah, Avalon.
But yeah, that was just... I mean, I think... Unless that was just not very good XI shock, I don't think that was an XI shock. I think that was an RK shock that just got him onto those boost panels to get him before the set. Because if it was an XI shock, I think they'd have to wait a little bit longer to try and use that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just a...
Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. You see now more DLC coming out. Again, Ninja Highway for RK.
Okay, we do get Trainbow though. I think again, this is the same sort of mindset that they were using earlier with Trainbow. Just they have a lot of bottom spots with a lot of coins to start out with, so they're going to be able to catch up. They do have 10-11, RK does, but that's going to quickly no longer be a top 4 for them, or top 3-5 rather. And you're going to see a lot of drafts, just like we did last time, but we do see Avalon, I think, got trailed out there, maybe.
Could be, yeah. It's just the
cluster effect here.
Cluster, yeah. I see XE in top 3 now.
Yeah, and then we can see Strike getting into first with that Shroom. Could be very clutch for them. Okay, no defense behind it, but as long as they keep this top 3, doesn't look like they'll be stopping in the front. And we do see, it looks like 2 RK are going for Shock, which is a very risky strategy, but it's been paying off for them so far. Top 3 still for XI. They really, really need a Shock if they want to come back from this, and might be the rebound race that XI needed, and oh, there it is. Classic no. RK Shock.
Well, I don't really... Did someone dodge?
I assume someone dodged, I just don't know who did, and...
Maybe he got hit out in the mid back.
Okay, oh, no, Sebas does come up. Yeah. You just got rid off the glider! Oh, that could be a top 3.
Top 3, maybe.
Maybe even top 4? No.
Oh,
okay.
No, so that's okay, recovering.
Looks like, I'm guessing Sebas just got redded, but then he made it back onto the platform so that he didn't, you know, fall off the track and lose a lot of spots. Yeah. Top 2, though, still good for XI. +4 race, so not too bad, but I think it could have been a lot better considering that, you know, RK were all back there once again.
Maybe they need someone just Shock Patrol with RK.
The thing is, if you Shock Patrol, it's kind of hard to tell, especially if they have it in pocket. And even if they do pull Shock, if you're like all the tops, you can't really do anything about the Shock, right? You kind of just have to keep running. I think if it was more like mixed spots, I think I would understand them sending maybe 1 or even 2 people back there to Shock, to try and pull the Shock at least. But I think it would be way more effective if they sent more people to slow down and hit out people who have dodges or have triple shrooms who might have a dodge behind that, you know. So
yeah.
So that way they can't, you know, threaten that front presence that XI is gaining every single race.
And now DKJ coming out. Looks like XI got redded. Oh no, it's still top 3 for XI.
Yeah, but once again, we're seeing RK already bagging
coming up.
And I mean, it's been working out for them so far. I don't blame them. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say. So
exactly. But XI got to do something about it. I mean,
yeah, I mean, like you mentioned before, it's either got to be Shock Patrol or it's got to be, you know, take out the guys who have dodges. And right now, those 4 or 5 spots definitely don't have dodges, but those people behind them definitely could. So I don't know who they are or what those spots are. Oh, that bomb!
The bomb.
Now 2-3 for RK. It looks like RK is really trying to get those front spots now, and now that
there's a blue coming.
Yeah,
I accidentally keep hitting Vantox.
Yeah, I mean, not really his fault there. Not too much you could do about that.
And now I think a lot of RK are in the front.
Yeah, it looks like it. And okay, just keep pulling reds.
Oh, the bomb!
He does get Danny.
Hitting Danny, bro.
But he does have a boomerang to take him out. And the Ghost in 4 is really gonna help out Sebas there, because okay, now it's only a 4-5-6 for XI. Top 3 perhaps even for RK. And now XI
stars.
Yeah, this is the kind of position that RK was in a lot of the time, except they would be the ones with Shock here. So now, okay, Goody does use his Ghost. Reds out Sabas. This could look good for XI. Forced into his star. is Sebas. You do see a lot of RK back here, actually, and does throw all of his greens up, try and hit Sebas.
Sebas, hitting his teammate instead. Oh, gets fired.
Okay,
Stays on the track.
He went for the aggressive play. It didn't work out this time, but 3-4-5 for X side, bottom 3 though.
Bottom 3.
Well, yeah, it was a very strange race. I think the big play there was the bomb on lap 2, where it got 2-3 from XI and gave 3, 4, 5. Well, it made 4, 5, 6, 7 into 2, 3, 4, 5. Which, when there's blue in play, most likely at that point, it's either XI is holding the blue for a very long time and RK is able to gather up enough reds to take out first, or it's RK pulls the blue instead and suddenly they were top 3 there. So very, very well played on their end. That bomb was definitely huge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, taking out Vantox and strike.
And now if you're XI, it's not working out when you run, and it's not working out when you run on the sort of pseudo bagging tracks, and now it's not working out in the running tracks when you have the top presence. So, what is going to work for XI is the real question for them. We do see a Ninja Hideaway. This is another one of those tracks that you could either, use the shock really effectively with that big target shock on the glider, or, run away with it when those top spots, usually get big breaks because of the way the coins are situated and the way the track is situated in general, because it's just so skinny in general that you will get a lot of top spots and keep them, most likely. And you see Strike getting into first already. Oh, it doesn't put green ahead of him, so he's gonna have to watch out. Avalon, okay, no, he's not able to take the red for Strike there.
Ooh, someone trading in first.
I think it looks like a 1-4 or a 1-3-5.
Avalon's still in first.
You see Vantox in fourth. 2-4-5 for XI so far. Nice back by DG there. And wow, Vantox is just getting annihilated now. And he's gonna have to really find something for himself here, or he's gonna end up in a very bad spot. I don't think he's able to get top hat. Oh, barely able to get top hat.
Gets a star.
I wonder who that guy in last is. It could be either one of XI or RK, and again, we're waiting on whether or not there's a shock in play here. It looks like Vantox is actually going for it.
Yeah. Gets a bill though, not optimal. Blue coming out.
Okay, that's nice. He has double dodge, which could work in his favor if there is a shock in play.
There's 3 bills in play. Could be high chance of shock.
He has to use his bill.
Yeah.
It's gonna drop him off right before the set. Right here. Nope. Right after the set.
Couldn't get the set.
And it looks like XI is still hard going for it, even though the race is almost over. Oh, we do see Strike in first, though. Oh, so that must be RK in the back, then. The top 2 for XI.
Top 2 XI, yeah, wow.
I thought for sure RK was the ones up there. There was no shock this race, and guess what? XI are in the top spots. I should have guessed it. I mean, top 2, 7, 8, 10, 12. I mean, that's just not enough if you're XI. You have to get more front presence, or you have to be the ones pulling the shock there when you're all in the back.
It is a +2 though.
It is a +2, but when RK getting these big races, it's kind of hard to take that as a win in this case.
Yeah, so I'm wondering what XI is gonna pick now. I mean, running doesn't work for them. This semi-back, semi-run track doesn't work. What are they gonna do?
I think... Did we not? Oh, no, that was last match. I forgot already. But Hyrule was gonna work out for them last time. They were like top 3 gone. I think what would have saved them there had they sent someone to like from the front or from the back to go into the mid spots to try and take out the people with dodges, that would have definitely, you know, basically given them at least top 2 there. But we do see Coconut Mall instead, so not going to see that quite just yet. It's going to be weird because I think RK are in all the spots to pull shrooms here. Oh, strike getting redded. And we already see a bottom 3 for XI. This is not looking good for them.
No, they have to go for shock. We see Vantox in second though. But the RK is now...
Takes out Roberto.
Yeah.
Only a 1-3 now for RK. Nice avoidance on the green. Now we see 2-3 for XI. Avoids the fire. Has double reds now. This is an incredible position for Vantox. If he knows that someone's holding blue in the back, for example, then he can just hold these double reds. Like basically
Gonna use them.
Yeah, but he decides to use them straight away. There's a blue.
And there is a blue coming.
Oh,
he gets hit. Oh,
yeah, that's not what you want there. And Roberto might end up backing this bomb like right after the glider to get Vantox. He goes wide. Okay. Goes for the nano
Vantox
snipe.
going for the nano
Not
snipe.
quite. The bomb is going to come
drop the bomb here. Yeah.
Kind of expected, but not much.
Like RK top 4.
Yeah, either that or at least a top 2-4. Top 2-4-5 at least.
Yeah. Vantox redding out. See Avalon up here.
Okay, 4-5-6. If there's a shock here for XI, they could do some work. It doesn't look like it because Vantox is not stopping.
Oceaning. Yeah. Planting. Oh, watch out for Avalon. I think this will be a top 3 for RK.
Yep. And the shock coming in for RK, taking up those mid spots. And man, that has got to be frustrating. Yeah. What would have been probably a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 even. Just gave RK so much of that mid presence that they needed after those tops. And yeah, I mean, it's got to be frustrating. You just can't pull shock to save your life, and the other team just can't stop pulling shock. So
interesting, RK going Toad Harbor. That's a pick we don't see often.
I wonder if RK are implementing this strategy because they know that XI are like really, really good in the front. And I wonder if they're sending 2 back and they really, really know their shock distances and all that stuff to try and they know that they just need it straight away. And so once they get it, if they happen to have top spots, it's great. You know, you can just hold it or you can use it in a spot that's good for them, like they did probably on RWS, if I had to guess. And, you know, if not, you just hold it to the very end because it doesn't seem like XI is really capable of pulling shock themselves. So, you know, when you have so much power over the, you know, the way the game goes or the way every race goes, it's very hard for the other team to do anything about it. They've XI have really got to think long and hard about the way they're playing. So I just don't know if this pure running strategy is gonna work, especially against these type of teams. And not too sure who's in the front, but we do see Vantox playing the game of collecting the coins, which are few and far between on this track. And able to red out. Oh, not quite. He's going to hold on to it. Interesting decision.
Like a 4-5-6 for XI at least.
Yeah. And Roberto does look like he has shrooms, so he's able to break more of those top spots. But Vantox does have a red for him. And it looks like it's able to connect.
Yeah, Robo getting hit out as well. I think that's top 3 for RK. We're just backing everything on XI.
Yeah, it looks like and a red coming out for RK as well. Now they are all in the mid spots and in the top spots, it looks like. So Vantox is going to have to do a lot of work with these triple nanas, and I don't even know if that's possible. and the blue
he
comes
gets
out.
blued. Yeah.
I'm not too sure who is in the back. We see Strike in 8th, but I'm not too sure if this is going to matter at this point. He does star, hoping that maybe...
He gets a lot of spots.
Oh. At what cost, though? It looks like he took out maybe 1 or 2 of his teammates while going for that. Top 2, 4 at least. Oh, never mind. 3, 4, 5 for XI, but 9 bottom 2.
Bottom 2, yeah. Looks like Mona was heavily going for Shark. Couldn't really get it.
Yeah, and I think what XI is struggling with is just, pulling the Shock. And there's a couple ways you can go about it. What RK has been doing is they figured out very quickly into the race whether or not they need it or whether or not they should have someone back there. And they just keep having those people at shock distance the entire race. They don't worry about anything else. Well, and that's basically their job. Whereas what I think XI is doing is they're realizing a little bit too late whether or not they need shock. And they're not putting themselves into a position, at least the baggers are, not putting themselves in a position where they have the chance to catch up at the end and make an impact. Because you saw Strike there. He was in 8th with the triple stream star. He was able to gain so many spots. And if that was, one of, Mona or Isaiah who were back there instead, or in the front instead of back there, they could have made a big impact on the race and could have even given them a positive race instead. But RK ended up getting a great race for themselves, and they get their runner as well.
Yeah, maybe Strike is able to draft up, bump RK out. Doesn't look like it. Rubble is drafted up here in 2nd.
2-4-5 or 3-4-5 for XI so far. Danny Pro keeping that first.
Trailing in 1st. Good trial out Azile. Strike going to bag. Interesting.
Yeah, he didn't look like he was in too great of a spot when he was running.
Yeah, that's 2 coins. Couldn't really do anything.
A little bit aimless. So now he's got 8 coins. He's got quad shrooms. He's able to catch up, potentially pull some good items here. Probably not from this set since, okay, you got the triple shrooms at least. But next set he's going to be able to pull good items, potentially use those effectively. Oh, not able to. Sometimes there's a little trick you can do there, where you can release the glider at the exact right frame, and you can completely dodge the red there instead of just delaying it, like what Strike did there. Triple shrooms, triple reds takes out 2 members of RK. Suddenly a lot of mid spots, it looks like, for XI. And
be huge.
They just
see Danny Pro getting hit out.
Vantox is up here as well.
Yeah.
And Danny Pro, I think, is still there. Very laggy. Yeah, and that probably is RK in first. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least for XI. This is looking very good for them.
Very good, very good.
As long as there's no shock, like we have seen a lot so far, those triple greens looking very scary. Strike able to avoid them. Very nice job on his part. Vantox not able to. If that's XI in first, this is a huge race for them.
Yeah, it is. It's
oh my goodness.
Top 3 for XI.
Top 3, 5. 9, 10. Wow. Okay, so, I mean, as you saw there, it was just lots of top spots, and the time where RK does not pull shock is where they get their big race. And I don't know, it's kind of like a 50-50 at this point, because the times when they don't pull shock, RK have sometimes even got up in those top spots, and when they did in 2 races, they got pretty big ones. So they're down 10 now, 3-2 on the no shock to shock counter in terms of RK. But yeah, it's not looking that bad for XI now.
They did a good job on hitting out RK in the front.
Yeah, I mean, their fronts just got their mid spots got completely decimated that race. And I was talking about earlier about how those people were probably holding dodges, waiting for the shock to come. But since XI had people in the middle that time, they were able to take them out. And even if there was a shock, it might have been a little bit too late because those people in mid spots ended up not being able to get dodges since, you know, we saw those triple greens coming up instead that one of them hit Vantox.
Vantox,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, definitely didn't have a dodge there, but we see ED coming out for the side of RK. It's definitely a sort of reset track, especially at this level, I would say.
Oh, gets boomeranged by E-Drag.
I mean, you're not too worried if you have to bag this. Like, we see 3 of XI already back here, but the Shroom Cut is just so powerful. Dodges on this track is so powerful. The shock, so powerful. So if XI can be the ones to pull shock here, it's going to be huge because some of those tracks that it's very hard to stay in the front. So you're going to see a lot of spots mixing up in the next couple laps. As you can see, Vantox already gets hit out. And a lot of these skinny paths as well.
Strike gets his double stolen.
Yeah, he gets his double stolen, but makes his teammate take the price for it. Arcade is in first, but we do see Strike close behind, maybe even in first now.
He's got a red hoodie on the cuts.
Oh, but he's going to be taking the blue for it. Maybe not, actually?
No, Danny Pro is
blue going for it.
Danny Pro.
Oh, he had a Shroom to dodge. Okay.
Oh, he had a Shroom.
Okay, there's a lot
of...
See,
Vantox with a horn.
Yeah, there's
maybe if Mona spaces, he could horn some of RK out.
Okay, we see Strike using the fire very, very well. 3-4-5 at least for XI. 2-3-4-5 for XI. Okay.
Strike putting a Shroom could be huge.
Could be. I don't know if he even wants to hold this because... Yeah,
no,
he's
a red
gonna get redded. Triple nanas. It's not too bad. A lot of mid spots for XI here. And they're all going to be taking cut. It looks like they're not going to get first, though. Oh, wow. That's a lot of mid spots. Maybe even 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, not quite. But 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Bottom 4 for RK.
Almost as good as what I said. But yeah, I mean, it was just... XI had the front presence the entire race. And RK were unable to pull a shock this time. So XI are getting a little bit luckier, but RK are still somehow keeping, you know, some semblance of, you know, in this game. Normally, when you don't pull as many shocks as you normally do, it's in the opposite, you know, sort of category where you're just completely out of it. But RK are still in the lead here despite all that. So
yeah, it was a solid race for XI.
Even though XI are not pulling the shocks themselves to counteract RK's shocks, it's almost even better that they don't pull it because they're having so much front presence. You see the TikTok clock pick for... Well, I don't even know who picked that, to be honest.
RK.
Okay. And we see Danny Pro in first. There's a Streetle. Interesting choice.
Yeah, no. It was Dolphin was picked. So.
Yeah, you're right.
And RTC doesn't have any anti-gravity, so it's not that much of a disadvantage. Strike's streaming up.
Does get the draft. Now in first.
Can he chill Danny Pro out? No, he can't.
Might be able to get the snipe. He accidentally backed it, but he got Goody at least.
It's like RK have a lot of tops.
Looks like
RK gets fired up.
Now looks like at least the top 2 for... Oh, nope.
Oh.
Danny Pro fell off the Nisk.
There's a blue coming.
What is going on here? Is that XI who's taking it?
No, it was RK.
Interesting.
It's an interesting pack, to say the least. Fire coming out.
He's able to take out Roberto. Top 2 for XI. Now he has a horn in first. Top 3 it looks like.
Top 3, yeah.
And now, if you're XI, you're just hoping and praying there's no top.
No shock. Yeah.
Even if there's a blue, you're completely fine here. But if there's a shock, it's almost game over because RK are showing that they are just it's almost impossible to win when they pull it. So they're going to be able to horn the blue, which is good. But when there's a blue in play, shock is even more likely because that means you can't pull blue after another 30 seconds. So we see like 3 or even 4 RK back there trying to pull it desperately, and it doesn't look like they're getting it so far. So if it comes,
it comes now.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't seem like it.
Top 2 at least for XI. Maybe even a top 3 or top 4.
Let's see.
A lot of those RK coming up in dodges in the back were the ones who were bagging, so my guess is that a lot of bag presence is going to RK. We see top 2s. Oh,
ooh, bottom 3 for XI. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I thought for sure it was gonna be RK were the ones in the back, but
yeah,
it looks like RK just ended up pulling some really good items at the end to take out some of XI, and I mean, when he turned what looked like a -20 race into a completely neutral one, it's basically a victory for RK in that sense. XI though, they looked promising every single race. They look like they're going to get a huge race almost every single time, and you know, it's either some of the top spots get taken out, just like last race, or RK pull the shock and get a really good one at that, or RK get a magical bomb or a boomerang or something to just get XI straight out of the tops. And right now, I think if they get this high roll pick, it could be huge for XI because they've been showing, okay, they don't quite get it, but they were showing big promise in the last match on that track. It's just the shock was a really big factor. We see Dolphin Shoals coming out.
I don't know if they still have the street on.
I don't know if they switched off, but they might have.
It looks like it. Oh, ooh. Strike getting redded out instantly.
We see a lot of XI already in the back.
Avalon getting hit out as well, yeah.
Okay, so Strike is going to take the role of bagger, it looks like, in this one. He's not really trying to catch up instantly. Vantox, though, is up here. Takes out 2 of RK instantly with that boomerang. Takes out another.
3. Can he go for
it? 4. Okay, doesn't try it just yet.
He's going to do it on the long
straightaway. Yep. Oh, he gets it! 4 for 1. All wrapped up. Now 1-3. Top 4 to 1-3. Incredible stuff by Vantox. And now RK are going to need the shock once again. I mean, XI just keep proving that they're the ones dominant in the front. And there's the blue shell. And we're just awaiting the shock now. It's inevitable at this point, right?
Maybe Strike pulled it.
It could be the case, but it doesn't look like they ended up canceling the blue, which would have been a good play for them. But the TS coming out. I think Goody fell off there, which is why he respawned a little bit earlier.
That's an XI shock.
Was it?
Because I think also 2 RK were TS'd and a lot of XI coming up.
Maybe you're right. I just thought Goody might have fallen off there, but maybe not. Strike doing a little bit of slowing to try and slow him. Sebas gets it off. Backs Drac in the process.
This is top 2 for
breaking away. Since shock just happened, the only time it could be pulled is last set, and they're almost guaranteed top 2 at this point. Does look like there's a build that could be
2 builds. Okay.
Doesn't give them the extension though. Top 2 at least for XI.
Oh, Strike
doing a little bit of trolling. And it all comes down to these mid spots. Who is going to get them? Top 3, 6, 7, 8. That's a huge race for XI. Exactly what they needed. I think you were right about that shock. I think it was XI shock, and they were able to convert it so well that race. And my goodness. Even though they did target shock Vantox in first, it was an incredible shock for them, as they brought it all the way back to even now.
Yeah, I think maybe Vantox called it. Maybe.
No, I don't think he would have called himself, you know, before he got over the gap. You know, I think it was definitely one of his teammates who had a high dodge, probably chaining into the set, or you know, getting them before they would dodge because it was a little bit early. You know.
Yeah.
Because normally you'd wait until Vantox is after the glider. But he did a little bit early, which might have thrown off RK's timing.
You see RMC coming out. See which team comes out of the. See which team can back for the shock the best.
Yeah, and if it's been any indication so far, it's RK, but XI have been showing that they're still able to pull it. It's just not nearly as often as RK. And whether that's luck or whether they know what they're doing in the back is something to be seen. I think this race is going to show that for sure.
Yeah, I mean this is like the first real bagger we see.
Yeah, I mean
the match.
We saw a lot of Trainbow, saw a lot of baggers that, or a lot of tracks that, like ED for example, where you just kind of like reset, and it just all depends on the initial part. But this is a pure bagger for sure, so it's gonna be down to
the bagging.
Yeah, it looks like Strike is not gonna be able to bag here at the pit stop box, but maybe able to get in box in 9th here, potentially pull it. Ooh, it looks like that was another arcade shot.
Someone dodging in bill extension.
Yep. And okay, it doesn't look like it shook up too much. Looks like it just got that guy who was in the bill into a top spot. But other than that,
getting ranked by his mate.
Star. Ooh, not exactly what you wanted from the go.
2 bills coming up. That's RK, I believe.
That's a huge pull for Strike. This could be huge. Okay, he's gonna play a little bit risky. Not gonna guarantee that he gets past the cut here.
Takes the double.
He does get a double shrooms though.
I get rid of cuts.
He's able to maybe get second.
Oh, okay, he gets second. Maybe 2-3 for XI.
What? No. Isaiah got shot at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely an RK shock, but it was not that bad of a shock where, you know, you were still before that second set or that last set on lap 2 to where, you know, you could have made something happen there, but unfortunately XI were not able to, and they get another bad race off of it. But, you know, obviously they're still not out of it. They've shown that they have the capability of getting really big races, just really hasn't happened for them except for basically last race. And going into this last race, they need that 14-point deficit that they have right now.
Okay. Going the... Yeah.
I don't know if I like Baby Park in this instance. I think they should be going a track that they're way more comfortable on rather than a track that's, you know, gives big races, because even though it's Baby Park and you don't usually get huge races, there's a lot of the time
there's still a chance.
Medium races or medium to big races.
Excite by coming out.
And this is definitely a track that XI is comfortable on. Even though in the first match we saw RK dominate, it was just... It's kind of a matter of what happens at the beginning in terms of the front, and XI were not able to pull the shock in the first match at all, let alone on Excite Bike, so...
Yeah, let's see how it goes now. I think they kind of figured out RK's strategy more in this second match.
And I think RK are just not pulling nearly as many shots, so it's a little bit easier to play against them as well. Ooh. Gets
an actual by
Danny Pro.
Hey,
but he's able to take out maybe 2 RK members here. We're in the back.
Substitute Vantox, 5th triple bananas.
3-4-5 for XI.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Gets taken out, but still not that bad, all things considered. The pack is very, very tight, and even though Vantox is on 3 coins, he's going to get a lot more here. And, you know, if the front start taking each other out, it's going to be good for him personally, but, you know, obviously depends on who exactly is taken out. We do see, looks like a 9, 10, 12 for XI. Looks like there's going to be no shock in play, so Vantox is in a very good spot now that he has 9 coins and a lot of streams to go with it. Looks like RK got taken out, and there are a lot of these back mid spots, so it could be very good for XI here.
And then there's one guy very much in the back. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know if that's RK or XI. My guess is XI, but it really, really does come down to who is in the back there, and I think there's a lot of XI in the front.
In the front? Yeah, we see Danny Pro getting hit out. Will it be enough? 1, 4, 7.
No, it was XI who was in the back. Yeah, they really.
I don't think that's enough.
They really misplayed that at the end. They shouldn't have sent someone that far back because they really needed a big race, and that last really hinders them. And yeah, it was just not enough.
It was a -6, and RK won by 20.
All right. Well, looks like that's gonna be the end of it. Is there another race left?
No.
Okay.
This is it.
Okay. Just making sure. But yeah, I mean, it was absolutely brutal for XI. It was just a lot of things they couldn't control, but there's also a lot of mistakes, I think. And we did see the POV, so we weren't able to see obviously the mistakes that RK made that war, but it was brutal to watch. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream. And I'm not too sure if we are rating anyone this time, but next week is the finals. We do see RK. I don't know who won between BRA and HD, but whoever wins that will be moving on to play RK in the finals. So, okay, it looks like we're going to be rating Sliver. Okay, so we're going to send you guys over to him, and we're going to check out. It's been nice casting to you guys, and thank you, Sammy, for casting with me. It's been a blast.
Oh yeah, I had fun.
And I hope the audience had a great time as well. And we'll see you guys in the next one.